Hey YouTube, Scott Stevens here. Hey, check this out. I want to talk about College Football 26 for a minute. We have the Dynasty Deep Dive coming out tomorrow, but we have the gameplay deep dive that came out a few days ago. And I said this initially on one of my live streams, and the more I think about it, the more it bothers me. You know, we all love college football. If we didn't love college football, we wouldn't be playing the game. Everybody was looking forward to College Football 25. EA Sports told us that the game was ready for release a year prior to it actually coming out, but they wanted to delay it for another year to make sure the game was totally polished. Well, the problem with that is when CFB 25 came out, it wasn't totally polished. There was a lot of problems with the game. We all know what the problems are at this point. I'm not going to go over and rehash all of the issues with a game that was in essence 4 years in development and still had a lot of minor issues, visual issues. I'm not even talking about gameplay. I'm talking about visual stuff, like in the Conference USA Championship game. In the as you get deeper into the dynasty in College Football 25, if you play in the Conference USA, during the Conference USA Championship games, following the game, the celebration, there's no trophy. There's a trophy at the beginning of the dynasty, but as you continue in dynasty, whoever wins the Conference USA Championship is celebrating after the game in front of an empty table with no trophy on it. You can see any one of my Conference USA team live streams or videos where this has been. I have it in countless videos. That's a minor thing. If you're 4 years in development, that should not be missed. Also, in the SEC championship game, on the field, only one team has a logo on the field and their name in the end zone. The other end zone is empty. Again, 4 years in development. These things should not happen. 4 years in development. And let's not forget the fact, okay, EA Sports is a mega $1 million company. I'd even venture to say billion. I'm not sure the exact numbers. But they're not new. And the people who make College Football 25 and 26, they get paid. They get paid good money. So I see a lot of people saying you shouldn't complain, or other people shouldn't complain, not necessarily me, but people shouldn't complain about the games. But we should. It's not like it's a small company making the game and they're working for free because they're doing it for their passion of football. Then you can understand, you kind of want to take it easy on them because, they're doing the best that they can. But EA Sports has been around for a long time. They have very deep pockets. Their developers get paid a lot of money. And then they charge you a lot of money for the game. So you should be able to complain about anything you want. So first and foremost, anybody who has problems with EA Sports, don't let people tell you that you shouldn't complain, that you should just enjoy the game. But keep in mind, have realistic expectations. I never have unrealistic expectations because I understand this is a video game. All right, I get that. So everything is never going to be perfect, and that's fine with it. Most things I'm fine with. Gameplay, you're taking a real-life game and putting it into a video game. It's very hard to emulate every part of the game. I get that. I understand that. So there's some things that I let go. And I let go easily because I understand it's a video game. Visual things, though, are not on that list. I cannot stand visual mistakes, especially for a game that was 3 years in the making. 4 years in the making. It was 3 years in the making, and then they delayed it for another year. There should never be visual problems like that. But let's get back to, that's College Football 25. Let's get back to College Football 26, because we don't know a lot about College Football 26. They just released the gameplay deep dive the other day. And I was waiting to see that deep dive because they had mentioned it a couple of times previously, and I really didn't understand it. I really still don't understand it, and I really probably will not have a complete understanding of it until I actually play the game, which I have not. Thank you, EA, for the invite. Thank you for the beta invite. Appreciate that, guys. You know, I only put 600 hours into your game promoting it, but that's a whole other story. You know, appreciate the non-invite, but whatever. I can't play 26 yet. We're 14 days away from the release. But the stupidest thing that I've seen them promote so far in College Football 26 is the Stadium Pulse feature of blurred clock or invisible clock. I understand them trying to get the Stadium Pulse. I understand if you're on the road in a hostile environment, it can be nerve-wracking. I was an athlete when I was younger. I know what it's like to... I didn't play football. I played baseball. But I understand what it's like to go into a hostile environment, have the crowd against you, and how you can get rattled. I get that 100%. That is not the problem. I appreciate the fact that they tried to bring that into the game and replicate it. However, here's the thing, and a lot of you know, some of you don't. I was a sportscaster for 17 years on the radio. I've been to hundreds and hundreds of NFL games and college football games over the course of my life. I know what a hostile environment is. I know how it affects players on the field. I know it gets players rattled. I know that they can't think straight sometimes. Composure is a huge thing, and I love that they have that in the game. I love that they have the home field advantage in the Stadium Pulse, and they're trying to recreate that in the video game. I love that. But here's the fact, okay? And I've never been on a football field. Well, I've been on a football field. I've never played high-level competitive football like college and obviously pro. But here's the thing. And this is the dumbest feature, and they're promoting it as like a selling point for gameplay, and I don't understand it. Anytime you're on a football field, and I'm just going to, because we're talking about football, if you're on a football field and there's 180,000 people in the stands, it's a 1-point game, 2-point game, your team's trailing by 2 points, you're the visitors, and you're lining up for that potential game-winning field goal. Okay, time's getting low. Maybe you're out of timeouts. The clock continues to move. You can't stop it. Anytime you go to look at the clock, it's going to be there. Anytime you go to look at the play clock, it's going to be there. You don't go blind. You don't go blind from having 150,000, 120,000 people yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs. You might get caught up in the atmosphere. You might be nervous. Your body might be shaking or trembling. You may not be able to think clearly. But you can certainly see the clock. The clock never is going to disappear. You're never going to go blind from the atmosphere in the stadium. So the feature of blurring the clock or making the clock invisible, whether it's the game clock or the play clock, or both, whatever it is. Again, I haven't played College Football 26 yet, so I don't know what it's going to be, but they are touting this as a feature that they are proud of, that they're putting in the game. Never in my life have I seen or heard an athlete complain about not being able to see the clock because of the intense pressure in a hostile environment on the road as the visiting team in somebody's stadium when the stadium is, erupting and the atmosphere. It's great. College football atmosphere is great. But never have I heard or seen a player complain that they were so rattled they couldn't read the play clock or they couldn't read the game clock. This, in my opinion, is the stupidest feature in College Football 26. Now, don't get me wrong. I am looking forward to College Football 26. There's actually a poll on my channel to determine what I'm going to do on my live streams for College Football 26, so make sure you check that out. Don't forget, I'm also giving away a free copy of College Football 26 on my channel as well. Make sure you check that out as well. But don't get me wrong, I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to playing the game. But this is just the stupidest feature that I've ever seen promoted in any type of sports game. In EA Sports, the first thing that happens when you turn on any EA Sports game, if it's in the game, it's in the game. Well, not once have I ever heard or seen a player on a football field in any type of hostile environment complain that they went blind because the crowd was too loud. They couldn't see the clock. They couldn't see the play clock. It's stupid to me. It really is. It really is. And I really hope this game is improved over last year. I personally don't have any problems with the gameplay from College Football 25. There was a couple things here and there, but again, I never have unrealistic expectations. I understand it's real life transformed into a video game, so there's going to be in the gameplay some things here and there. I understand that. Visually, I don't have any leeway at all. Visually, everything should be perfect. But the clock thing, I don't know. I just hope that there's some improvements. And, if you're trying to win a football game at the end of the game and you're going to try and kick that field goal with the littlest amount of time left on the clock as possible, if you cannot see that clock, that is not a good user experience. That is not a good player experience, because if in real life you can see the clock wherever you are, you know how to time your snap, you can see the play clock, you can see the real life clock. I don't know. We'll have to play it and see. But as of today, this is, in my opinion only, the stupidest feature to use as a potential selling point by our game. At the end of the game, maybe we'll let you see the clock and the play clock. Maybe we won't. I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget, I'm giving away a free copy of College Football 26. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and be active on the channel. July 11th, I will be announcing the winner of a free copy, so hope to see you then. Make sure you join my live streams, join the live chats. We talk about football, food, life, music, sports, everything. So we have a lot of fun on my live stream. So let me know if you agree or disagree, or just your thoughts in general of College Football 26 and this feature they are touting as important. And one more thing before I go, the score bug at the bottom. They have a brand new score bug. I really didn't see anything wrong with the other one. I have very little requirements for my score bug on the screen. All I want is it to have the accurate information of what's going on the field. I didn't see a problem with anything last year in College Football 25. They've changed it. Again, I haven't played the game, so I can't really offer an opinion on it. I am not a fan of half logos on any visual, anything, TV, internet, whatever it is. I like logos. So when they put up, a college football logo or whatever sport it is, I like to see the whole thing, not a quarter of it, not a half of it, not 3/4 of it. From what I've seen of the new score bug, it looks like it's only showing 3/4 of the logo. Again, haven't played the game yet, so I can't say for certain. From what I've seen from leaks, it looks like that, and I don't really care for that. I think the score bug was fine last year. I understand they want to change it a little bit. New game. I like Madden. What I saw on their gameplay deep dive of the multiple score bugs. That's a pretty cool feature. And I hope that they can bring that into College Football 20 or 26 or 27. Obviously, it's not going to be in this game. We didn't see any different score bugs, but it's I don't again, not really a selling point feature for your game. It has nothing to do with the way the game is played. And again, you can see the score bug down the bottom here. I think it's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it whatsoever. There was really no need to change it. I get it, new year, new score bug. I get it, but as of what I've seen through leaks, I don't know if I care for it or not. I've seen a lot of people go, "Oh, it's way better, it's way better." I don't see how. But maybe it is. Maybe it is. We'll find out soon. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and don't forget, be active on the channel after you subscribe so you are eligible for a free copy of College Football 26. The more active you are on the channel, the more entries you have when I go to choose the winner. What's going to happen is I'm going to take all the active users over the last 60 days, and every time you do something on the channel, it's an entry. So the more active you are, the more entries you get, the higher chance that you are going to have to get that free copy of College Football 26. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm interested to know what you guys think, because I know that, just because I think something or feel something, I'm not stupid enough to think that that's the way society thinks. In most cases, I think differently than society does. So I want you guys to tell me if you disagree, if you agree, and some of the other things you're looking forward to in college football 26. And the biggest thing I want, historic stadiums. I don't think we're going to get them, though. I've not seen any mention of historic stadiums at all, but that's a whole different day's topic. So let me know your comments in the below. Hope to see you on a live stream soon. Have fun when college football 26 comes out. It's about 14 days away. Have a great day. Thanks for joining.